Welcome, mercenaries. It's Osama. Welcome to the syndicate. Today is going to be a nice episode. Today is going to be on a fine manufacturer of arms. A nice weapons manufacturer. One that has a famous history, famous reputation, and continues to be a boundary breaker in every sense of the word. From coming up with rifles as roller delayed blowback, HKG3s, HKMP5s, also to caseless ammunition from the G11 that never actually got to make it. If you know those few weapons that I just stated, then you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ever famous Heckler & Koch out of Germany. And that's where we're going to be diving in today for HK P30 semi-automatic 9mm double action, single action hammer fire pistol. Let's get into it, mercenaries. Looking for a fine go to war pistol, something that's going to be reliable in all weather conditions, terrains, elements, etc. This is the pistol for you. This is the pistol for you. Now, before we get into it, this is a black color pistol, about a 4-inch barrel, so it's about comparable to a Glock 19, but a hammer fire package. Holds 15 rounds. You can get some of the law enforcement mags that hold 17. I don't have any, or I think I do, but they're in the VP9, which I have right here, which is the sister to this pistol, the striker fire version. And we will open up both boxes to give you a peep at both of them. But let's dive into the P30 SV3. And the S is for safety, variant 3, with a decocker on the rear next door to the hammer. All right. And you know what? You know your little usual label. You know, tell you the information about your prize purchase, but we already know that. So let's dive on into it. Bam. HK lock. Every gun comes with a lock. HK key to lock the gun out. Or should I say for the key? No, to lock the gun out. Key is in the lock. P30 series. Heckler & Koch. Very nice manufacturer here. Very nice manufacturer. All right. Here we go. Bam. Empty. Empty. See that? Empty. So we have 3 mags for it, but we put the extra mag in the VP9 because I gave that to mom so she could have something to go shoot with her friend who has a Glock 19X. So they're like twins with the FDE. So let's go into it. Your actual loader, back straps to fit your hand. I always rock with the small, or should I say, yeah, the small. This is a small, so I have the medium in. And I said, I don't even look at these things often, so I really don't even know. And then also your side panels here to increase your grip on the side. So you could change these out, this out, and the other side grip panel. All right. This gun, fully ambidextrous, paddle release right here, paddle release right here, slide, slide, safety on both sides, safety, and decocker. This little button right here. So if you want to, you could be like a 1911 hammer cocked and locked, condition 1, if you want to carry, or keep it with the long double action pull. Now I don't have a trigger pull gauge or meter, But if I had to guess, this is about an 8-9 pound pull on this double action. Very long. But the single action, and let me just flip it on over. Bam, just like that. We'll take up, bam, sweet break. And that's all that we have here in the case. That's it for cosmetic purposes, and goes back in the case. It slides right on in. So while we're here, I'll go ahead and slide this back on over so y'all mercenaries can see. And I'm gonna read off my little notes here and give you a brief history on the HK P30. The HK pistol design, the P30, is a modern police and security pistol that combines function and safety. Ergonomics features include a special grip frame with interchangeable backstrap inserts and lateral plates, allowing the pistol to be individually adapted to any user. Ambidextrous control include dual slide releases, magazine release levers. Variants where the conventional double action, single action trigger have a serrated decocking button located near the rear of the frame. Variants with H&K's enhanced double action only, law enforcement modification, or limb trigger have no external decocking controls. So let's go into the limb real quick. Law enforcement modification trigger. So basically what a limb trigger is basically a shortened version of a double action handgun trigger pull. So it's basically, and let me just cock it. So see how we're cocked and like we're in the single action? So basically a limb trigger will be the equivalent of a double action in the short travel of a single action trigger pull. So that's all a limb is. And with a limb, like most double action onlys, you do not have a striker decocker or a hammer decocker. So in this words of it being a hammer fire, it will not have a decocker, but you still could, well, you can't even drop the hammer because it's double action only. So you have to go through the long trigger pull of the hammer going back before it goes forward to reset. So it has some advantages and disadvantages. Some people like the limb triggers. I'm not. I think about a limb trigger is the same as SIG's DAT trigger. I think those are, you know, kind of about the same, but that's a topic for another time. All right. The H&K law enforcement modification trigger system combines the advantages of a cock striker component, a consistent level trigger pull from first to last round fired with a double action hammer system. Using such an enhanced trigger system consolidates ease of use and safety into a convenient, innovative trigger operation, one that reduces the chance of unintended firing. And in case of an ammunition-related failure to fire, all that's needed is an additional second or third squeeze of the trigger without the need of first pulling the slide back to recock the pistol. The enhanced limb trigger system combines the reliability of a double-action revolver trigger with the crisp trigger of a single-action pistol. So as I stated earlier, hammer back, single action, this is what your double action only will be. Like I said earlier, very, very short trigger pull. Very short. So that's all we're going to go off on the notes for now. I just like to keep people informed of options because options are a beautiful thing. Now this trigger, this firearm also has luminescent sights. So basically, you see the sights there, they're charged by light. So if you leave them out, sunlight, natural light, artificial light, or even just flash a flashlight on them, they charge and hold the light inside them, and they store them for about 4 to 5 hours tops, depending on how long they've been exposed to light. So if you leave this out all day and about halfway through the night, these should stay lit for you to be able to see during the night. Not bad, but I think I would prefer permanent night sights that are always glowing. You know, I don't want nothing that's probably been in the nightstand. They're not pulling it at night since it hasn't had any light around it to charge the sights. You know, they're basically dark. And this is in the home defense pistol anyway. I don't have anything on it, but like I said, it fits in the case just like that. So, all right, we're gonna put that to the side. Now we're gonna jump into the H&K VP9, which is the striker file version of the P30. So as you can see, the grip is basically the same. Basically the same grip, back panel, lateral panels also swap out. Let's say interchangeable. This one comes with the extra mag in here. So I have 3 mags in this one. This is my mom's handgun. So whenever we ever go out to the range, which is very rare for her, you know, I'll bring this along when we meet and, you know, we'll go shooting because she is a left-hander. So I wanted something that was southpaw friendly. And like I say, this is flat dark earth. It maybe look like a green, but it really is flat dark earth. And like I say, everything's the same. Mag, slide release, mag release. And I know y'all like to know, but everything is unloaded. Everything's checked before the video. But so yeah. And you know what? I'll just go ahead and have both of them out. How about that? All right. So, Hammerfire, the original, the newly copied that was released years ago. So as you can see, barrel lengths are just a little off, a little short on the P30. Grips are about the same. Purchase on them is about the same. You might see over here is a little bit more curved, but this one is more cut in to give you more like that Steyr grip, to where it fits right into the web here and it soaks up all the recoil. And like I said, this gun is a nice shooter. This gun is a nice shooter. Can't rave about this gun enough. Can't rave about it enough. And like I said, they both carry the same magazines. They're both interchangeable. So just to show you, bam, bam, locks, locks. So, and I usually hate doing that, dropping on the slide on the empty chamber. But yeah, so this is the Striker Fire version. Now this one actually has True Dot night sights that are from the factory. So this is a law enforcement version because it came with 3 magazines and the night sights. So this is the best version you can get of the VP9. And like I say, they're basically the same gun. One is a hammer, one is a striker. So, you know, other than that, they're the same gun. But I think the P30, the Hammerfire, is just a little bit more of a nicer gun. Like I said, when this came out, this was $1,100 MSRP. This was about $800. So you think you might be paying more for hammer and double action, single action trigger. But like I say, unloaded. Show you that the VP9 trigger is pretty good. So not that bad. Not that bad of a trigger. So like I say, both these guns are nice. They're cousins, brother, sister, whatever you want to call them. Real nice fine handguns from Heckler & Koch out of Germany. And if you need you a nice duty pistol for the price, you can get these now for about $650, $700 new, which is a hell of a good deal on a pistol that was selling for $900 to $1,000 street value. And you can find these for about $649, $699. I got it for $599. So good deal on this one. Very good deal. All right, mercenaries. We thank you for tuning in. Glad you got to see a quick little overview on both these nice German pistols. And hopefully we'll go out. I have a nice bit of time left for the year that I have off. So hopefully I can just get some money right and just go to the range, but I need to buy some more 9mm ammo. I don't have any 115 grain. All I have is 147 for my suppressed 9mm gun, so I'm not going to be shooting any of that. I'll just be shooting 124 grain or 115s. So whenever I do grab some more 9mm, I'll be glad to make it out. But thank you again, mercenaries, for your support. Stay armed, stay safe, stay legal, stay dangerous, stay informed, stay prepared. Osama, out.